Welcome back. All of the info is at the end of the video and some tips and secrets. Welcome back, Virgo. We're here to do your psychic update for the month of March, and I do use both the energy of astrology, intuitive, as well as any soul coaching I feel your star sign may need. And as I was saying that, I could hear the washing machine beeping, so apologies if you heard it. It may be alarm bells, so to speak. Okay, what I'm seeing coming through with your zodiac sign is you're probably still in recovery because we did come through that shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. You guys are linked directly to Mercury in nature. We also did have the Venus retrograde, which was in the house of Capricorn. So for a lot of us, this is our new lunar cycle that we're directly moving into with the new moon in Pisces. Now, the attributes of Pisces this month are really there to show us the truth of a situation. We can have old habits that come up. It is the shadow sign of Virgo, okay? And it's also your Venus house. So you can have brand new beginnings in that area when it comes to love, money, value, the way you look, the way you feel. Something's changing. Now, when we go through changes, we have to love ourselves, okay? Because it doesn't feel natural. It's like a shedding of the skin out of the old into the new, you know, and there's all these things happening. Now, I do feel you guys are going to be juggling quite a bit this month. I don't know why this term comes up, but in this analogy, I'm feeling to do the polar opposite. The statement of when you get nervous, focus on service, which is usually, have you ever noticed when we're really stressed, we kind of go and do something else? Avoidance in the Pisces transit can come about. We can move into pacifiers to cope with the fear based on these circumstances. And sometimes it's self-avoidance, okay? I feel in a sense you're holding your vision. And it may be due to such that you're actually balancing quite a bit. You're trying to get to a space that you're getting a lot done. But again, try not to have tunnel vision, dolls, because one of the biggest things that I learned in life is sometimes the best things often are things we did not anticipate, and they turn out so much better than we thought. So that's really the metaphor of what was coming through with that analogy I tried to give. I am seeing with the crowning energy, you got Trickster, and I was like, okay, this was the only card I decided out of all the 12 zodiac signs, Virgo, lucky you, that I was going to clarify. Only because I feel through your reading it's beautiful, which we'll jump into the deep end of it in a sec. But we wanted to clarify these frequencies of where your head's at, okay? Number one, Moon in Pisces is emotion. There can be subjects to the family, inner child, and our deeper dreams, plus relating to the shadow of our connections. We can have emotions relating to those things. It also can be at a creative level with our children, if we have children, but it's something changing. It's also this new vision coming in, this belief system after Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, that we're saying, hey, where do we stand now? Where are we going from here? For the Trickster card, the two clarifiers, and I did pull two because I was like, okay, there can be a situation you're juggling. You can be going left, you can be going right. Do we go forwards? Do we go backwards? And I think this back and forward at the moment, it could be that you're doing a lot. It may be in order to hold the stream, there's a lot that's going on in 1 month. I also feel this is also the analogy I was using. When you get nervous, focus on services, not this instant. Usually, if there is this higgledy-piggledy energy we're going through, stop, because it's showing you something of an emotional nature. I had an update in the Members Hub. That was today. I did a touch base. We weren't due for such, but I checked in and we talked about the Moon in Pisces. And the one thing that was coming through is sometimes when we get nervous, we're actually in avoidance of self, but we subconsciously don't realise we are. And it's like we're running around doing a bunch of things and we're going, what the heck is happening to me? And sometimes it's that something internally is going on. So by stopping and actually forcing ourselves to sit with that and have a chat to ourselves and go, well, okay, what's going on here? That is where we can find our deeper reasons for what is actually happening. And then we can move into that situation head on. But there's an emotion coming up. So you can feel at the moment maybe things aren't flowing the way you felt. You may be feeling foggy through this Pisces moon. It's very dream-like. It could be in the lower octanes. It's like a trip. You know, you want to go and have a drink. You want to go have a smoke. And it's like, it's time to come back to this sense where we are sitting and going, okay, Are we filling our time with a bunch of things that maybe aren't necessary? Is it really spiritually showing us something else that's going on? So again, funny this. Didn't even look at the cards. Stop. Remember back in school? Stop, look and listen, kids. That's where you're placing your energy. You're like, okay, I need to slow down. I need to get into the Virgo energy. I need to meditate so that I can get this right. And again, there's nothing perfect. If we can find anything that's perfect, Virgo, it's you. But nobody expects you to be. You know, you're perfectly there's beauty in the imperfections. I mean, how many people do we love that are far from perfect? So why aren't we lovable? So I feel at the minute you're meditating upon something, you could be having a lot of psychic downloads. You could be having a lot of intuition really relating to the past. I do feel for some reason it's almost like you're having a breakthrough. And this breakthrough might show you some things that weren't so pretty. It might be a revelation, you know, the pieces of the puzzle coming together, and then you're going, wow, did I miss that? Like, how did I miss that? I just really feel, especially in your past tense position, where that's going. So we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so in your heart, you're searching. In your heart, I feel relating to the past, you had to stop. It was a very challenging space. We had Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, 100% understand. So yes, it is showing that where you were was quite challenging, but you did master something in that. You mastered in a storm to be able to be present in it and still to believe in yourself and to come through that other side. The funny thing is in your heart, it's now that you're second guessing yourself, but there can be something of a left and right, something you're juggling at the moment, be it a decision, a person, place, or thing, and you're kind of umming and ahhing about it. So I feel if you're tired and you don't quite know what to do, don't lie to your heart. Your heart will always tell you the truth, but sometimes heart tells you fair. If something's not working, it's so ironic that this is a number 6. Okay? 2022 is a 6. It is to do with changes. What isn't for you will show you an easier way. Okay? So if you've been hitting a wall, usually what universe is saying is, hang on a minute, that would probably take longer to do it that way. Stop. Let's look back. Let's look at our fortune. Has our destiny changed? Is there something else we want to do? Is there something else that is meant for me? Or is there a different way? I think I've said it 100 times. There's some other way I can do it. I feel there can be a lot like a mad hatter. Once you get that breakthrough and you get it, you're going to be able to move into it and do the cleanup. And then you need to step back. Very, very important. Have you ever learned in manifestation? We're always manifesting. 9 times out of 10, it's from the lower octane. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. And then bang, it happens. Why? Because you manifested it. What we have strongest energy in an egoic sense and a heart-centered energy, fair-based frequency, head and heart. Head and heart isn't always good. Very clear on direction. That is what I want. How I'm going to get it, I don't know. I'll work it out along the way. But as soon as you do that, you manifest that in. In this instant, I do feel you're doing it healthily. Look, okay, I've had that critical thought. I've looked at the situation. I've stepped... Sorry, daughter popped in. Back to your read. So, in a sense, it's like you're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to look at it and you're like, okay, I'm going to step back now. I've done what I need to do. There could be some changes happening. If you're in a partnership, again, changes. If you feel that something isn't for you, this is the month you will actually make that breakthrough and you will be tuning into what you need. That could come as a revelation to you, and it could quite surprise you if suddenly you're like, what the heck have I done? Why am I here? It does make sense, and I have been seeing that coming through in the star signs, but it's more that something inside of us has changed. So not necessarily does it mean you have to be leaving a person. For some of you, if you feel a situation, be it it's a job or a romantic interest, it could be that you think, God, you know, I love, but am I in love? But most of you, it is to do with you pouring energy and repairing connections. Having a brand new beginning, having that higher heart chakra clearing where you're forgiving the situation, no longer living in the past, but very much living presently where you are today. I feel the universe is giving you a leg up. There's going to be some help. I do feel somebody who cares about you is going to give you a hand. I feel somebody who cares about you doesn't expect you to make all the sacrifices in the situation. They're wanting to help you too. Your whole foundation is based on love, and I feel that's the way to go. I do feel overall, all your foundation cards are pink. Heart, duality, takes 2 to tango. Surprises, be open to people blessing you. Higher consciousness, knowing anything that is for you will always be for you. no matter what that looks like. There is something beautiful you're manifesting here. Now, in the past position, yeah, there was confusion, okay? Confusion, walking around, facing our shadows, feeling unworthy, going into emotions, having family dramas. Now, you know, you intuitively knew something was better. You knew you could live a dream. You knew the potential. It took you to the edge. Love, connections, commitments, work, money took you to the edge. Did it cause emotions? Yes. But once we release and we go, okay, everything bad that could happen has happened. That no longer defines me. What now can I do in building this stream? I feel you've had a practical check. I feel this month you're going to burn that midnight oil. You're going to burn that fire. Chemistry is coming back. It can be a conscious choice to bring love back into your life. It can be a conscious choice to pour your energy into commitments and contracts. It's passion. It's, you know, yes, could it be heated? Yes, if you're not in resonance with the direct connection, with the direct path you're choosing, with the love interest you're tuning into, with the contract that you're looking at. But if you're having a passion for a situation, just make sure that it's passion in alignment, because the heart chakra is being activated this month. Now, you're going to have to be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, but I feel through the clarity, actually being a conscious co-creator, you're going to get the shit back on track. That's when we're most at peace, is through acceptance. It's okay, I've chosen. I think sometimes when we're in the, it'll be okay, I'll sweep it under the carpet, you know, maybe it's conversation, maybe it's a situation we need to change. It wears us down. It's exhaustion, okay? Now I feel in this juggling, left or right, left or right. If you're juggling, it's to get things done. It's for a purpose, it's for a reason, it's very co-creative. You're then calm because you're on point, you're scheduled. Especially I would start, because you know, being a Virgo, that when we let things crop up on top of us, it gets overwhelming. It messes with our psyche. It affects the spirituality inside our vibration. We are going to be having a full moon in Virgo mid-month. That will hit your first house placement, your personality, your demeanor. You can change your mind. It's okay to change your mind. Step back and look at it then. And that's what I'm saying. This month could make you feel left and right. It's showing something. It's showing you're changing as well. Okay, never-ending story. We can break patterns, but if it is a never-ending story, make sure it's one that you really love. Okay, that's what I'd say. Are you close to a breakthrough? It was in reverse, and it is because I think universe is trying to say to you, it's not that you can't have this breakthrough. Universe wants you to say something. They want to prove to you what your true heart is wanting, okay? They're wanting to show you where that passion is so that you can really hone in on that direction there, and so it's not siphoned by wastage. I will see you during the week. Love and light, beautifuls. If you do want to see the star sign subscription, the link is directly below. The templates are there. It describes what I cover inside it. I will be putting up a template for the twin flame path for the subscriptions online of what you will get. So stay tuned. Otherwise, if you need a booking, the link is below. Live on Fridays. See you soon. We do bring weekly content to you that does have extensions. If you need the link, it's directly below. Very separately, on a very exciting level, we have the star sign subscription being launched. It will be open before the end of the month and launched for March 2022. We also have the twin flame subscription. Now, both of these can be bought in duo, and with the duo packs and the higher levels, we do have the free guided meditation video and audio tracks, which are being added to. 2 extra channels, as I mentioned, lives during the week on Friday. Click the bell for the notification, and I'll see you on the other side for your star signs. For private sessions, my contacts are below.